The Yaks in the chase with Deepak Bohra walking out with David Malan. He looked good. Didn't miss out on the full opportunities that came at him. David Malan showed his class, not before he perished trying to force the issue on the offside. But Bohra didn't stop. He continued to play his fearless brand of cricket. An element of misfortune here for Dev Kanal as he was run out at the other end. But then Deepak Bohra and Ravi Bopara brought out a show with a partnership and the bat.
Bohra was good, his 42, a little muscle down the ground for 4. Bopara showed his class in basically everything before Deepak Bohra gave the young man Yuvraj his first wicket of this year's edition of the NPL, but a lovely innings as well. Kushal Mala promised with a couple of lusty blows, 20 off just 15 deliveries. We'll see a lot more of him, that's for sure, before he was nicely taken in the deep as well. And then the partnership, the critical partnership between Saif Zaib and Ravi Bopara, dominated by Zaib, who was particularly strong down the ground. He was given a life at long off, but it really was something to behold. Quite the impressive stroke play. Eventually given out LBW, but there was no panic here because Bopara was still at the wicket, and you always felt that he would take the side home. That for me was the shot of the day, and this was Bopara's final boundary going to his 50.
Yeah, just when it looked like he'll take his team home, he perished. A very soft dismissal, found the toe end of the bat. But all of this came a little too late for the Yaks as Arjun Saud got the winning hit out of his bat, the perfect home run to give his team 2 crucial points. A confirmation from Kritipur. It's the Chitwan Rhinos who emerged victorious over the Karnali Yaks in game number 2 on day 2 in season 2 of the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier Leagues. The Yaks put into bat, managed 166. It was a batting masterclass with Priyank Panchal on NPL debut, 1948. Pawan Saraf showed glimpses of what he can bring to the table as a...
I've got Fazal alongside me. Fazal, you played a lot of first-class cricket in India. You'll know all about this man. Priyank Panchal might be in the autumn, the winter of his career. He's still got a lot of class.
Well, absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that he's got a fabulous first-class career record for that. The thing is that he probably is one of the unluckiest cricketers not to have donned the Indian colours.
Priyank trapped LBW. Max O'Dowd was the first one to fall. Safe save, player of the tournament last time round. And what about Ravi Bopara? Just keeps doing it.
Yes, you can't buy experience in the market, can you? He, along with Sohail Tanvir, really bowled well. But I was really a little disappointed with the way the
sixes. For me, the issue was, I think it should be as well, for a couple of reasons. There's been next to no cricket for 12 months here, whilst the stadium redevelopment and reconstruction has been underway. There was a few charity games, a couple of corporate matches here and there, but in essence, the square is pristine. It's also a really good time of year here for cricket in Nepal. It's not too late.
There when they come out, the Rhinos have done well in the latter half of the innings, and they should fancy their chances with 166 on the board.
Yeah, I think maybe they'll arguably be the happier of the two sides, is what you're saying. Now, what an opportunity for young Deepak Bohra to open the batting with this man. Looks for the Yorker, but it ends up as a low full toss. It's a very nice way for Deepak Bohra to be allowed into his innings.
Match, 94 wickets, very good economy considering that he bowls inside the power play.
Give you a little bit more about Sampal Kami, the tournament next year. Poor delivery, not quite out of the middle of the bats, but Bohra gets enough to get 4 more. Kami has just started a little shakily, particularly with all his experience. 2 poor balls in his first 4.
Well, he's trying to give the ball the opportunity to swing, and a nice juicy full toss, gleefully accepted there by Deepak. The second time he's put them away in pursuit of that 167, 9 for none. We're still in.
One of the stars of the tournament finds the gap expertly, gets his first runs in Nepal Premier League cricket.
Well, he's done it with ridiculous ease, hasn't he? Just take a look at that. Just waited on it and gave the ball direction. The good thing was that he opened the face of the bat at the last possible second, piercing that gap to an absolute nicety. So yes, happy times for Nepal cricket here with the good batting. We're seeing some good bowling as well. So all in all, it seems a good all-round.
Sudhir Pashim, he'll come into action tomorrow, all the way to the very far east, out towards Bharatnagar. We'll see them this afternoon. And it means that everyone feels part of the competition, all 30+ million people in the country. Edged away, bit of fortune. Slip has come out, it'll race for 4.
Well, fortune for sure. The educated edge down to third man.
Did you get many of those in your career, or were you always stylish through the covers?
Well, I tried to be stylish, but there were few that went that way and the few that took the inner edge as well. Yeah.
Tell me about your career. You predominantly played first-class cricket. Did you kind of miss the evolution of T20?
Well, absolutely. I think my game was cut out for.
Taken short wide, and Milan gives it away. Max O'Dowd's not going to drop that. And out come the Archer celebrations. Ramunish, big roar in the crowd as the Yaks have their first.
Well, yes, Unish. Bullseye, he says, and why not? Yeah, there it is. Not the best debuts for David Malan, but he'll come again and take a look at that for a celebration. He knows he's got the big fish, and there she comes. There's the and the bow has left the arrow. Difficult shot in the cricketing manual. You got to get inside the line of the ball, get the ball over extra cover, and he does that with aplomb, doesn't he? Really.
Intentionally chipped into the leg side. I think you'll enjoy watching Dev Canal bat. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on him. He is full of potential.
Well, certainly looking forward to the innings, but what I'm looking forward also to, Andrew, is you've been associated with Nepal cricket for so long. I'm just going to put you on the spot here to pick one team.
Can't do that. Oh no, straight into the stumps. Oh no, Dev Canal's got to go. The most unlucky dismissal there is, as the Yaks fans roaring. Unish speared it in. It's not the way in which you want to be dismissed. Deepak Bahar has done nothing wrong, and Dev Canal must be cursing his luck against his former side.
Well, yes, and when you're dismissed in that fashion, there it is. It was a catch, and then very fortuitous this for the bowler, and how unfortunate for Dev to be dismissed in that fashion. Well, he'll have to go back, a very dejected Dev Canal for 2.
He varies his pace. He sometimes bowls his famous delivery from behind the crease.
That's a lovely hit, and that clatters into the cushions as well. Bopara is finding his touch.
There's hardly a gap between these 3 men that are around about point. There's a man forward of point, just behind point, then a short third, and he still manages to find the gap between them. That is what they call through the...
He's got stuck underneath this one. Fielder at long on will watch it sail over him. That's a powerful strike, hit with some certainty, and he's got some good distance on it as well. Deepak Bohara.
They're so strong down the ground now these days, these players. You just cannot afford to get your length wrong and get it too full. Doesn't matter if you bowl a variation of pace. If you bowl it into that hitting zone, inevitably, that's the result.
Deepak Bohara is just showing glimpses of his class as well.
I mean, there's nothing traditional about the stroke. Yes, it ends up in a great area of the ground in the traditional V, but this is almost a forehand down the line, a little top spin. Wow, that's a good hit.
Yeah, Stanton Diluwa for 1. Another slower delivery that's carved back. Word of point, and that's going to be a 4. That's experience and class coming to the fore of Ravi Bopara. This has turned out to be a very good over. 17 runs coming off it. They're finding a move on. It's 67 for 2. Oh, he's lost the shape on this one. Should be taken. Straightforward catch. Yuvraj Khatri strikes in his very first over. The youngster making it count. He brings out his celebration. The Yaks are on their feet as well. They are delighted. And Deepak has thrown it away.
His eyes lit up, Deepak, because it was a real drag down. And he thought, well, I'm going to pick my spot and I'm going to whack this over deep mid-wicket. But the ball just hurried on. It hurried on. And he didn't get anywhere near the middle of the bat, and it's the captain that hangs on to the catch.
But whilst Ravi Bopara is there, the Rhinos will think as though they can start with a victory. What an elegant shot. A languid swing of the bat. Majestic that one was, all the way for 6 runs.
Easy life, isn't it? It was in the slot, but he still had to put it away. A nice free swing, real extension of the arms there, and he did it to an absolute nicety.
Be a sea of yellow tomorrow.
They should have an award for the best dress side. That shot again, this time in the air, put away. That'll go all the way for 6. Will make the Chitwan Rhinos feel really good. Munish under pressure here. 82 more needed from 53 legal deliveries.
Trademark Kushal Malla. This is the area that he loves, whether it's off the front foot or back. He murders spin bowling. They took the wrist spinner off to go to the off spinner to take it away. But the final over finish. It's going to be a change of ends for the young wrist spinner, Yuvraj Khatri. Yeah, Stuart Law it was who first alerted me to this young man earlier in the year. He was really impressive. They pulled together the best 60 players in the country for a 4-team series. As Malla, well, you don't even need to question whether that's going to go over the rope. He's got power to burn, this young man. There is a shade of Sir Viv in there. Another maximum for Malla.
Well, not a real bad delivery. They just tossed it up a little, but he picked it up really well. Just goes to show how good a batting surface this still is. He picked it up and deposited it over long on.
Malla tries to go to the leg side but doesn't get anything of it. Gulshan Jah holds on. Another big celebration. It's the better matchup for the Yaks. One captain gets the other. Massive, massive moment in the game. And Gulshan Jah's fielding, it's got better and better and better in recent times. That one a bit reminiscent of the one he took against the West Indies.
Well, the best way to set the batting team and their run rate on the back foot is picking up wickets, and a real Red Bull energetic moment of the match. He thanks the heavens above. A good innings from Kushal Malla comes to an end. The Rhinos now 101 for 4.
Long way up and a long way back. Up towards the last remaining grass, back at the ground, dropped in the crowd. Zabe takes a liking to the young wrist spinner.
The player of the tournament certainly making a mark nice and early. Let's take a look at this. Down the track, down the ground, nice extension of those arms, using those long levers and put down in the crowd as well. But what a way to start the innings. Must give the Rhinos a lot of hope now. 57 of 34.
We're over. That's where I think this is headed. Now, has he got enough of this? I don't think so. Put down! Massive moment in the game. Nandan Yadav, it slips through his hands. Is that the match gone with it? It should have been a second for Yuvraj Khatri. Instead it's 6 to the total. 118 for 4.
Royals let go of save there. That's a mighty hit, flat batted, and that just thunders into the stands. Ravi Bopara says, it's my time to take centre stage.
It's brilliant. It really is a brilliant, brilliant shot. And again, it's effortless. And it goes such a long way back. Bopara's doing this again. He's 40 off 28, and you can barely remember.
Beautifully driven straight to the fielder, shy of the stumps. Direct hit. Everyone goes up in the air. That's been referred upstairs, but I'd want to believe Bopara made it in time.
Yeah, a little thumbs up from Bopara. Again, look, not even worried. Nandan was convinced, and maybe that's what a direct hit does, but Bopara, he just standing there saying, come on, we need to get on with things. Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, the batter knows best if he's made it or he's shot. And Ravi Bopara's calm demeanour post that appeal was fair indication that he ran really well. He's a veteran, remember that. There goes the cheer and the roar in the stadium as well. A lot of support here for the Yaks. Fuller delivery in the gap. That's 4 more. 15 runs of over number 15. And Zev is putting on a show with the bat in this chase. 140 for 4. He's been moving wonderfully well this afternoon, and he's been depositing the ball into the stands. Zeb is saying the afternoon belongs to me, and he gets the nod of approval from Ravi Bopara as well.
Wow, what a well-timed run chase this has been. The Yaks would have thought they were ahead of the game, but always while Bopara was there, they had a chance. He hung around, he built the innings, and then Safe Zabe walked to the wicket and said, I'll take care of the net run rate. Ravi, you just stand and watch what form really looks like. 38 from 15. This is some innings.
At one end you have the class of Bopara, at the other end you have the carnage of Zeb. And if you're a bowler, you'll certainly be at the receiving end. They're running out of ideas here, the Karnali Yaks.
This is always the situation that I've always questioned. You know, does he keep going? Does he try and hit it out the ground, but risk getting out and possibly giving the Yaks a way in the back door? I've got a feeling he's in the mood though.
This one came in. Oh, that's been given. Sompal Kami strikes at just the right time, creates a bit of an opening, sends the danger man Zeb back. Are we witnessing a twist in the tail? There's still so much life left in this contest.